Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dave and today I'm going to be doing some work at the end of my big grey shed here. I've got a pile of dirt that I want to move to another part of the farm. So today I'm going to be using the mini truck and the mini excavator, so that's going to be a bit of fun. Let me show you the site and then we'll talk about what needs to be done. This is the area that I want to try and clean up today. It's right at the end of my big shed, but it's been here for a long time. This mound of dirt has actually been here since we built the shed about 3.5 years ago, so I sort of want to clean that up a bit. It's right near the entrance to our property. You sort of drive along the driveway here, so it's a bit unsightly when you're looking at it. Every summer I've got to get out the organic herbicide and knock down the weeds that are growing on the pile, so it'll be good to get rid of that as well. There's a bit of grass and stuff here, so I think probably the first thing I'll do is get the ride-on mower and maybe try and attack this area and just cut that grass down a little bit. In here there was a whole heap of old corrugated iron and metal that was under the wood pile, and I've just picked that up this morning and taken it away to the recycling centre. But this is what I don't understand in Australia. You recycle metal, you take it to the recycling centre and they charge you to recycle it. I don't know, we must be doing something wrong. Anyway, that's the project for today. So we're going to move that mound, we're going to get in and cut down this grass and then move the soil way over there somewhere else with the mini truck. Anyway, let's get the ride-on mower and we'll get started. Okay, so in about 5 minutes or so I've managed to get into that pile. I've probably taken about half of it away. The soil's nice and soft, so it's easy to move. I've only got a smallish bucket on. It's a 500 gummy bucket, no teeth. So I could probably put the 800 on there and move dirt a little bit quicker, but it's getting through it okay. Probably moved, I don't know, about half of the mound, but that's enough for one load in the truck. So that all went on pretty well. Just have a look what's in the truck here. So that's enough of a load. Could probably push it forward a little bit more, but that's all right. And this is what the truck looks like now with the airbag suspension on it. Looks to be okay. It's not sitting down on the bump stops anymore. You can see that there's a bit of a gap there between the wheel and the arch, so that's all good. Righto, let's get in and take it around the back. I'm just going along in 4-wheel drive low at the minute. I don't know if you can see on the dash there's a little green light there, and the low range is great for just poking around the paddock in. You can just sort of leave it idling and it just tends to keep going, which is good. We're actually going to go over to a low point that's over on the property here, where I've got to do some work next week and redig the end of the water channel that runs through the property. It's a bit of a low spot and the water tends to pool there a bit, and so what I want to do is put some of this soil in there and then just build it up a little bit so it doesn't tend to run away from the water channel. Yeah, that'll do. Gate fell off. Don't know why the gate fell off, but anyway, it's not hard to put back on. Probably because the handle was open. So this is the low point all the way down through here. Water, when it floods up from this, what was a canal here, comes back up this way, and then this becomes a big swamp area here. So this soil I've got here, I'm going to spread it out and cover up this area and build this level up a little bit. So there we are, that's all cleaned up. I've got rid of that big mound of dirt that was there and got rid of all the grass and weeds that were growing there, and that now looks a lot neater, that wall. It was bugging me for the last 4 years, ever since we built the garage, that I've meant to move that soil out of the way. But certainly now, having the equipment on site, it makes it a lot easier to do. So all that soil that was in there, I've actually carted around the back of the farm, and we're going to use that in a project that I'm going to start next week, so we'll come back to that. So the stars of today's show really is the equipment list here. So I started off with the John Deere L110 lawnmower, cutting that grass and those weeds down. Then the excavator, of course, did a great job. The bucket on the front was probably a little bit small. I should have probably put the 800 mil mud bucket on it, but no, it was fine. It was fine. And then the John Deere 2025R tractor I just used at the end to scoop up the last bit of soil and to go backwards and forwards and level it out a little bit. And of course the mini dump truck did a great job. I thought initially when I looked at the pile that there would only be probably 2, maybe 3 loads in it, and I ended up taking 5, so it was great. Had to go in low range to get around the grass and the paddock, which worked fine, low range 4-wheel drive, and it certainly made it a lot easier than trying to move it per scoop if I just had the tractor trying to do it. But anyway, job's done. I'm happy with that. It's just about to rain. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We'll catch you next time.